Well, could stand to repeat that. There was like about 2 minutes left when I got into that weather part. Once again, 72 degrees. Feels like 71. And again, rain likely, low near 60. Winds out. Well, that's going to get cool tonight. Winds out of the east-northeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain at 80%. Rainfall around 1/4 of an inch. And considerable clouds early, some decreasing clouds later in the day. Tomorrow, 78 degrees for a high. Clear skies tonight, few passing clouds, and low of 62 degrees. Weather on the fives, and you got Gary Russen here with you on GJRB Online. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Following the weather going on in the south as that hurricane is plummeting down on Florida. And I'll keep an eye on that for you here on GJRB Online. The Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I hope you're enjoying the program wherever you're listening across America, if you're listening at all on Saturday. And like I said before, early as I said at the beginning of the program, like I said, with football starting and we have college games, and my 9-foot signal carries college games and stuff like that on Saturday, and I only have one transmitter that carries like was that 106? Well, yeah, let's see, 889, 106.7, 107.1, 107.5, and 107.5 frequencies. I only have one transmitter covering 5 frequencies, and maybe like about 7-8 stations, and not all of them can be on at the same time. And it operates like shortwave radio, where one station's off the air while the other one's on the air. Sometimes I prefer to carry the college football games on my 107.9 FM frequency, Talk FM 108, because I am like I said, a Hawkeye fan. I like college football. I also like the Cyclones. I'm going to follow them this year too as well. And I do like to follow other college teams because I'm from Pittsburgh. I like Pitt. I like Penn State a little bit. So I like my college games. And so, you know, during the football season, and this is the height of the season, it kind of meshes with my sports page show too, because I don't always do my sports page show if there's going to be college football on. I do like my college games. I enjoy them a lot, and I have a good time. I love watching football. So I might not be always on Saturdays. Like I said, if there's a bye week on the Hawkeyes, I'll be on. But if there's a game, and there's going to be next Saturday at 11 o'clock against Rutgers, I believe. And I'm going to be one to watch that game, so I will not be on the air next Saturday. There will be no Gary Russen program Saturday Extra next Saturday. No program on at all next Saturday. So this could be the last broadcast for a while on Saturdays. Other than, like I said before, bye weeks and any night games that might happen on Saturdays. If the Hawkeyes play at night, with a night game, and there's a couple of games that are undecided what time they're going to start. There's a couple of them. I was looking at the schedule, and there's some TBDs or to be decided. TBA to be announced. Those games that are, undecided what time they're going to start, I'll keep an eye on, see when they decide that game's going to be. And if it's going to be a night game, I'll be on the air in the afternoon. So, just to let you know about that. But otherwise, next week, the Hawkeyes play Rutgers. I'll make sure that by going into the Hawkeye football schedule here online, because I have it over here. Let's see. Here it is. Let's see, goes up. Yeah, next week, which is September 7th, Iowa plays Rutgers. And it's 11 o'clock in the morning game. FS1. Not sure exactly. And then the following week they play Mid-Tennessee, and that's an undecided game. That's on September 28th. That's an undecided game. They don't know what time that game's going to be on. That's an undecided game, September 28th. That's Saturday. September 28th. That's an undecided game, so I don't know exactly what's happening. It's a home game, and the TV coverage, they haven't decided what network it's going to be on. So I don't know yet. If the game is on a network I can't get, more than likely I'll be on the air. And I'll just follow the game that way, on the air live through the sports page. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to probably do that here in a couple of minutes. And we're just going to kind of fly by this half-hour break and just keep right on going. Because right now I'm just trying something new I was doing earlier. And we'll take a break. 7 minutes left of this segment. So in other words, at the end, there's like about 7 minutes left of this part. Then I'll take a break and be back on. So I'll do that. Okay? All right, meanwhile, back in the jungle, you're listening to the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra on GJRB Online, and it is now coming up to 4:29 Central Daylight Time, and you're listening to the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra on GJRB Online, and I'm posting all over my social media stuff again. I don't care if they like it or not. Too bad, I'm doing it. Yeah, they don't like it. They can lump it. They can go other places. I don't see what they don't like me or not. I just don't understand it. Too bad. I am going to do this. And I'm going to continue to do this. Whether they like me or not. You see, if you're so offended, I'm offended by what you post, folks. Some of these people who, don't like me, I'm offended by a lot of stuff, but not all the time. I just get offended when you get people with their self-righteous attitude. That's all. I just get offended by that. I don't understand it at all. But that's beside the point. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to, where's my posting here? Did I lose that page? Or is it just I'm not up further? Okay, here we go. No, that's the one I did yesterday. Okay, so okay, further up. Here we go. So I just post the same information. And remember, I am also on available on that other thing. What is that? Spotify. Yeah, I'm on there. And let's see. Okay, mute the speakers. Okay, I'm posting there that we have another part on the air. And I'm going to go ahead and post up on all the other sites. In order for me to even post on Pinterest, which I think sometimes is futile because I don't really have that much of a followers on that particular page. I don't always put my show on there until after it's over. Like I said, I'm not in the practice of let's see here. I'm not in the practice of let's see here. Okay. Of posting all over the place live on the air like that and being good at it. So sometimes I don't I'll post the same message, but not always. Because, like I said, I'm offensive to some people on this thing. So, too bad. Don't like it. Limp it, my friend. You're listening to the Get Arrested program Saturday Extra on GTRB Online, and you can be part of the program by getting into it. And getting on Skype. Gary.Russen is on Skype. And the other day I posted that. I deleted it, but that was a test broadcast. I recorded that. That was actually a live broadcast from our church studios down on the other side of town here on North 13th. Absolutely fabulous. And I really came off pretty good. It was like I was staying on steady. I don't know. I might try doing a live broadcast from there if that works. Because I was on steady there that day for like about over almost about minute 52 seconds, and without going down. It was pretty wild. Oh, here some changes happened over here in the Quad Cities area with our sports talk station, which was known as ESPN Radio 93.5. They went over to the AM side, 1170, and their FM side has become a rock station called iRock 93.5, and I was enjoying the Cubs being on the FM side because it was crystal clear signal. So now I just kind of resorted to carrying the Cubs off the main flagship out of Chicago because I was getting that better yesterday, and that was pretty cool. I'll go back to MeWe. So now I pull that back up. I usually go into history. It's a quicker way to get to it without having to go all the way down into my favorites page. Do that real quick and post there. And then I'll take the other two parts of this program and post it over the over Pinterest, including this segment and the let's see, this segment and what's this? Who plays Premier League? Okay. Kind of going through this stuff. Okay. I want to go back to the other one now. Okay, MeWe. That's right. I want to go to that main page again. So I want to go back to the home page. That's where I was at. And post this one. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and post it. Part 2 is on the air. The Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, posting in different parts of the internet here. MeWe, and going to do other places. But I'm also going to continue my scroll through social media. Why don't we do that while I'm in Twitter? Thought we could do that one. And see what's going on the Twitter page. And then pop to the beginning here. Some interesting postings. And see what's going on there. And there it is. Okay, I think let that go down the page slowly. Breaking. Let's take a look at this one. A tropical storm watch has been issued for the Palm Beach areas and Treasure Coast of Florida as Category 4 Hurricane Dorian turns 355 miles east of West Palm Beach. This was posted 32 minutes ago. So they're looking at this hitting the Daytona Beach area Tuesday with 125 mile per hour winds. So why did it say it's a tropical storm watch if it's a Category 4 hurricane? I can't understand that. That's breaking now. Tropical storm watch issued for the Palm Beach area and Treasure Coast of Florida with Hurricane Dorian turning up 355 miles east of West Palm Beach. Interesting. CNN News and a lot of them are reporting this. And there is my show right there, part 2, the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra. When you click that play symbol on my podcast page right here on Twitter, I'm the Radio Maniac. You'll see the and you can listen to it right here. You can hear it. When you click that, okay, so there you go. It's playing. It sounding real good. And then you hit that button. That takes you into my my chat room. Takes you right into it. And you can also go to my followers pages and check out some of their shows. And we'll do a shout out next hour here on the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra. So stay tuned for that. Next hour. Shout out. So, stay tuned for that. In about 27 minutes or so, we will, something like that. Well, inside of a half hour, I'll be taking a break, and then we'll flip over for the next part of our program here on GJRB Online, the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra. Here on GJRB Online, we'll play some music along the way, too, and just play stuff from my playlist, various things like that, and continue the program. I want to go into my Pinterest page. Let me see here. I'm going to duplicate this a few times. I'm going to say about 3, because I think we were at about 3 parts already, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to kind of go that way. And we'll post these parts, including this live part, onto my Pinterest page and see if we can get some responses there as well. So we're going to go there to my Pinterest page and put this live broadcast on there and see what we can get. So we're now on Pinterest, the live part 2 on Pinterest right now. And I am also, I'm going to check that, I'm also on the Spotify. So you can listen on Spotify as well. This program. The Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're listening across America. GJRB Online here on Spreaker. And this is the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra on GJRB Online. And an overcast day here in Clinton, Iowa. And 72 degrees at the Spreaker Studios right now. And you're listening to the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra here on GJRB Online. Going to throw in some music here in just a couple of minutes. Play another great tune. The latest from the GJRB playlist, which we played quite a bit here. I'm going to go to my main page here, my desktop, and pull it out of my heavies. The songs that we've been playing heavily. And let's see here. I think this song's still doing pretty good. Yeah, I like this. Anybody out there? So we'll just kind of throw that in there. Come on, yeah. Okay. And take another musical break. And then what we'll do is do a sports page. And you'll see the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. And this is Young Mister from our GJRB playlist with anybody out there. Anybody listening, somebody.
Comes the sound of silence, signaling the current.
Good song. Anybody out there? A group called Young Mister on GJRB Online and from the GJRB list. And GJRB Online here on Spreaker across America. The Saturday afternoon, the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra. Kind of play some music while I look for different things to talk about here on GJRB Online, the Saturday Extra in the afternoon. And thanks a lot for tuning in to the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra here on GJRB Online. And if you're listening after the fact, there's a recorded on-demand podcast. Thank you for tuning in that way and listening to the show later on. And it's also available on Spotify. So you can check that anywhere, not just here on Spreaker, but you can listen on Spotify as well. And check out the program there. And this is where you find a lot of stuff. Got some postings from Wayne S. Pierce. Wayne, I hope he's got something interesting. Something is wrong. This is a Democratic frontrunner for the office of president, and he's lying through his teeth about everything. Biden undocumented children became Americans before the lot of Americans became Americans. Really? Where'd he get that one? He says he's lying through his teeth. Everything. He's saying that things like this, and this is making Tulsi Gabbard look much like a Democratic Party. Huh. Yeah. Go down the play. Wayne S. Pierce has got some pretty good comments on his postings. I like them. They're good. Let's see here. What's that one? Receives $19 million grant from NASA. This is Arecibo, Arecibo. Arecibo receives $19 million grant from NASA to hunt for dangerous asteroids. Okay. Nestle plans to plunder 1.1 million gallons a day from Florida's natural sources. Interesting. Let's see what else we have here. Soundtrap. That's something new. Well, let's go further down the page. See what else we can find. Some good pictures. USA. Yeah. That looks like Arnold Ziffel. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I want to find some more stories here. If anyone knows... Oh, okay, let's go down the ways. I want to see if we can find some interesting... If there's nothing here, we will go over to Twitter here in just a few minutes. Anna Holmes always has good postings. 93-year-old veteran dies with no one to carry casket. And 16 show up in uniform. Absolutely fabulous. That's a good story. Shows there's some good people still left in the world somewhere. You'll find them. They're there. Some kids are respectful. Let's see. We got it further down the line. Oh, look at this one. That looks like it needs to be thrown in the garbage. That was a posting here and I can't find now. Okay, that's not going to go down there. Okay, let's go further up here. I passed a... Sometimes if I hit that button, and I have to scroll that way only because my scroller wheel broke on this mouse. And that's why I can't... and if I move up, what will happen is I'll lose the picture. This is a posting from someone in the Beaver County area back home. Wings and Things in Beaver Falls served me this burger. This is a person named Kenya Amani Dretcher, stating that she ordered this with mayo, ketchup, and mustard. Didn't get no condiments in the burger, so halfway through my burger, I grab it and I see mold. There was mold on the... Oh my goodness. And they served her this in a restaurant. She called the restaurant later on to say that they had to take the burger to show them. Took it to the owner and see that the bun was molded. And they were serving this, folks. Wow. See? Interesting. Let's go further down the line here. We're going to see what we can find. So then we're going to continue our scroll through social media. You're going to see the Get Arrested program Saturday Extra on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. 3 hours of afternoon talk here on GJRB Online. And we're going to make a switch over to the Twitter page now and see what's going on, because there seems to be more on there than there is on Facebook at this point. Facebook doesn't seem to have very much. I noticed that. They do not have much. I'm going to go ahead and click home again and see if there's a refresh. That's usually the refresh button. WBT in Charlotte's posting a live video now from the WBTV News showing the hurricane there along the coast and what they're expecting from it. They're live. I want to see if their meteorologist is on there talking live. Let's see.
Up here, it's going to start moving up into this wind shear toward the Carolinas. So if you're looking for any good news, that's the first thing. We don't want a Category 5 or Category 4 hurricane getting anywhere close to the Carolina coast if we can avoid it, and you can't even really see it at this point as it's getting mixed up with the rest of that wind shear. The other thing is, of course, sea surface temperatures, or as this graphic says, tropical cyclone heat potential. Heat is the energy source for these storms. They draw them literally out of the water. So you'll see that it's moving across the Gulf Stream. There it is over northern Bahamas, and that's where it maintains this very strong Category 4 strength. But notice, as we get you into Wednesday morning, it actually, as it gets closer to the Carolina coast, it moves out of that very warm water and west of the Gulf Stream. And so the combination of slightly cooler water, as you can see there along the North Carolina coast with that wind shear, should take this from what is basically right on the edge of a Category 5 down to a Category 2. Now, that doesn't mean anyone lets their guard down. You can still get catastrophic rain, certainly with it, and widespread damaging winds as well. So here it is again. This is the actual forecast track from the National Hurricane Center that came at 5 o'clock. You'll see there it's over the Bahamas with winds still at about 150 miles per hour. I'll kind of let this roll here a little bit. I'll stop it there off the east coast of Florida just to remind everybody that this thing continues to move away from Florida, so that's good news for them. But there it goes. Wednesday up through South Carolina, and then Thursday afternoon it's off the coast of Wilmington. And boy, it would be great if we could just nudge that thing a little bit farther to the east. You see your timestamp up there at the very top of the picture here. So winds are down to 100 miles per hour, still no joke by any stretch of the imagination. And then, of course, the rain associated with that is going to be the other real significant factor if it stays on course. All right, well, what are all the other models saying? Well, the Hurricane Center is in very good agreement with most of the other models that are optimized for the tropics. Again, I'll stop it here Wednesday at 3 a.m. You'll see that all these tracks pretty much keeping it off Florida, so we're happy for them. And then, again, very good consistency as these models come up the South Carolina and the North Carolina coast as we move through the Thursday time frame, and then off it goes Friday and Saturday. All right, what about wind field? Let's talk about impacts on the Carolinas. Here again, just absolutely devastating winds across the northern Bahamas, but most of the damaging winds do appear to be staying off the Florida coast. Now, what I want you to pay attention to here very carefully are the colors. You see the scale up there. I'm only color coding the winds from 40 miles per hour and up. First thing I want to point out, though, is Charleston. It looks like Charleston could be getting, or at least approaching, maybe hurricane conditions, certainly gale force, as we get you into the very early hours on Thursday morning. Now, it looks like the closest pass, at least to the Myrtle Beach, Wilmington area, that's going to be occurring Thursday morning. But I also want to point out that this is the point where we could still see, and these are sustained winds, this is not gusts, of around 40 miles per hour, Charlotte, and then you could get into 40 to 50 mile per hour winds in our eastern counties, which are approximately right here on Thursday morning. And again, hurricane conditions. Now, see, don't just be concentrating and focusing on, is this thing going to make landfall? You can still get hurricane conditions, obviously, on the coast, even if this thing stays offshore. So again, hurricane conditions, perhaps Myrtle Beach, Wilmington on Thursday morning with 40 to 50 mile per hour winds. Once you get up to around Charlotte points east, obviously things are going to be not as blustery once you get to the west of all of that. By Thursday night at 11 o'clock, our winds are dying down as this thing continues to pull away. But again, hurricane conditions still could be now moving into the Outer Banks at that point. So if you have any vacation plans down that way, boy, this is definitely...
So there you go. That's the whole gist of that story. The Carolina coast is in the target point for Hurricane Dorian now. It's moving up the coast a little bit. It's going to probably skid Florida and head on up to the Carolina coast. So people in Charlotte and that area and around Myrtle Beach, you're the ones that are going to have to be watching that this midweek. And keep in touch again. We'll follow that storm as possible. Weather on the 5s right now here on GJRB Online. The Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're listening across America on a Saturday afternoon. Here on GJRB Online and here on Spreaker. And I want to thank you for tuning into the program. And I hope you're enjoying it wherever you're listening. And we'll be wrapping up this program in the last hour. We do our regular features in the final hour of our program. And that usually includes some of the stuff I usually do. I usually do my shout-outs for all the Spreaker listeners and followers. And I do that quite a bit. The followers here on Spreaker. And I do that. And then I'm going to... get into the top of the hour here real quickly here with some more new stuff here on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. So this is a little past weather on the 5, so let's take a look. Some temperatures across America. Los Angeles, California right now. You guys are at 89 degrees and fair and sunny skies. Those are sunny skies, actually. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 70 degrees right now, mostly cloudy, and it's 68 in Des Moines. Under mostly cloudy skies. Salem, Massachusetts, 76 degrees and partly cloudy. North Platte, Nebraska, 81 degrees under cloudy skies. Paducah, Kentucky, 89 degrees, hot. 88 degrees also in Houston, Texas. Right now, Houston, Texas checking in with 88 degrees. And you get down to Fairbanks, Alaska. It's cool down there. Up there in Alaska, 62 degrees and partly cloudy. Tampa, Florida, 83 degrees. And Port St. Lucie, they're the ones under the threat of hurricane, and it's 87 degrees. They're saying a lot of that heat is also contributing to this hurricane as well, because the heat is what it is. Portland, Oregon, right now under the Harrison Park Street School Station, 87 degrees right now in Portland, Oregon right now. And your radar is pretty clear all the way through. No winds, cloudy. Barometric pressure, 29.94 inches of mercury. Cloudy, 56 degrees on the dew point. 40% relative humidity. You have a UV index of 6. Air quality 28, not bad. No pollen count. 0% chance of precipitation. Dry continues. Conditions continue. Overcast right now, 83 degrees. Winds light and variable. 10% chance of precipitation. Partly cloudy this evening. We'll have a low with more clouds overnight. Low around 62 degrees for Portland. Winds light and variable. 20% chance of precipitation again. Clouds and intervals of clouds. Sunshine straight. Slight chance of some rain tomorrow. 82 degrees. Winds out of the west, northwest at about 10 miles per hour. And I'm getting a call. Where is that coming from? Okay, we're getting a call here. Okay, let's answer it. And see hello. Let's see what we got there. Takes a while for this computer to pull that up now. Well, let's see what we got here. Close to 5 o'clock. And you're listening to the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, here on GJRB Online on Spreaker. Let's do that here. There we go. Let's do it early. 5 o'clock Central Standard Time right now. Hello? 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 No, I can't hear you, and I should be.
Hold on.
Okay, now I hear you got a video chat going. Oh, hello.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Want me to get undressed?
This is live radio here.
You're talking about birthdays. Guess whose birthday it is today?
Whose birthday yesterday?
Today.
Today, whose birthday today?
Leghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn?
He's 78.
78 for Fog. Okay, 78. Let me see if I even have I thought I had my. Yeah, I do. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know if you can hear that. That's our birthday theme.
He is an old bird.
He's an old bird. He's an old bird. Lovely. Fabulous.
You are lovely. I'm sticking my tongue out at you.
Why would you do that, dear?
Guess what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
I want to lick the lollipop.
Okay, we have to put an explicit on this part of the show, I think. I have to hit that explicit button.
Why are you blushing, dear?
Lovely. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You still there? Oh, you still there? Okay.
I'm here. I'm just listening to you.
You want to listen to me? Oh, who's there?
Me.
Me who?
And there ain't no one else here.
Yeah, I would think so.
And that was not very funny, was it? I better keep my day job.
Keep your... No, I don't know. Lovely. Fabulous. Well, it's one of those interesting weeks anyways. This is going to be my last Saturday show for a while. Next Saturday, the Hawkeyes play in the afternoon.
You got something crawling on you.
Who?
You got an ant.
An aunt?
It went down your shirt.
An aunt and an uncle? Lovely.
Yeah, they were twins.
Okay. Yeah.
Am I fired yet?
No, you're not fired yet.
Well, I'll see you when you get home, okay?
Yeah, thank you, honey. I love you.
Yes?
Yeah.
I'll see you when you get home.
See you when I get home, yeah.
Bye, dear.
Bye, dear. Love you. Yeah.
Honey, you're moving all around here.
I'm moving all around. I'm moving all around. Wonderful. Fabulous. Yeah. Oh. Good looking woman. Love you, darling. And that was my wife on there, calling into the show, making the show a little bit more interesting than it has been over the past hour. Anyway, the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, into the final hour of our program here on GTRB Online. So, we got one more hour to participate in the fun of this program. The Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra on GJRB Online. And I'm going to my programming. I want to see something here because I know that I am on Spotify. And I'm going to check my Spotify, my show collection, to see where I'm at here. I should be on here. Okay, let me go to the show's program list. Should be on there. Let me see. The Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra. Let's see. Okay, why do I got that? I want to save it because I don't know why it's on there. Okay, let's see. I'm not seeing the Saturday Extra. Let me see. Okay, it's not. Let's go down a ways here. Okay. All right, I need to find my program here. All right, podcast. Let's see. Okay, well, I'll find. There we go. Let's see the Gary Russen program. Let's see. That's Saturday Extra. Okay, let me see if I can find my podcast. Okay, podcasts. Okay, got Wayne on there. Yeah, Wayne's on there. Wayne S. Pierce, absolutely fabulous. Speaking of which, I think we're going to be doing our Spreaker shout-outs pretty soon this hour. And then also this hour, we're going to be doing our program schedule. I want to talk about some of the shows coming up on GGRB Online in September. And this month is the return of Bluegrass Jubilee and the Blues House and Classic Country. And I'll be repeating the episode I did of Way Out There and Radio, Television, Movie Classics, and some of those other shows that got taken off. By the way, I was cleaning my Spreaker out the other day to build up some space. And so some of those programs are now off the air. So some of those ones that go off the air usually get reposted as a rerun later on. Okay, Glenn Brown posted that. Okay, that's fabulous. Let's see. I'm going to go down now to see some of the other postings I have there. Down the ways. Let's see. I want to see if I have anything on there again. I don't know. I don't know if I want to look at that again. Why am I over here? I don't want to go there. I'll look at that later. I really don't. Just find out what's going on with that. Okay, here we go. Breaking news. CBS confirming. What was that? Okay, hopefully it comes back. Okay, Bill Edmondson posting something about the Pirates. I'm on Twitter right now, and I saw something before, and I don't know. It's from CBS, and I don't know the notification. Breaking. At least one person dead, 10 injured in an ongoing shooting near Midland and Odessa, Texas. This is a breaking story right now. According to the, where is that now? I see it just dropped down the page here. CNN, which I really, I'm using them for news. This is breaking now. At least one person dead, 10 injured in an ongoing shooting near Midland and Odessa, Texas right now. So we're going to take a look at that one real quick. And so I'm going to, we got about 15 seconds in this segment, so I'm going to flip right now, and then we'll take a look at that story. So we're going to take a break here for local ID. You're listening to the Gary Russell program Saturday Extra on GGRB Online on Spreaker on the GGRB